Very good morning and welcome to the presentation. This is Riddhi. Today I shall dwell upon sentence correction, one of the most important topic in verbal ability section. Now and then in the exam we have seen this type of questions. There may be the patterns changes, but the basic thing remains same. So if we know the fundamentals of a sentence, then rest of the things will be easy. In which format it comes, it doesn't matter. So with this background, let's go to our first example. So let's see the first sentence. In the first sentence, a part of the sentence is underlined. We'll have to find out the correct options for it. There are 5 options, including one that is no change. It means that if the sentence is correct, then we can keep it as it is. So in this case, it is very much pretty clear the word factitious has been replaced in every sentence. So it gives a clue. So there is something with this particular word that is important. So that is the first step that we'll have to find out. So keeping all the options open, our answer would be option C. Now let's explain why it is so. In the case of first option, we have seen the word facetious. So the use of the particular word is incorrect in the sentence. That's why we'll have to eliminate the option A. For this word facetious, the correct sentence can be like this. Keeping in mind the word, suppose government is issuing a lot of advices on the corona virus tackle, but there are some group of people who are taking this serious issue with utter disregard, rather with humorously inappropriate behavior. So a serious issue has not been taken into consideration with due care, rather humor. So this is the scenario for the word facetious. So no way it is connected to our original sentence. So that's why our option A is opted out. In case of second sentence, the meaning of the sentence has been totally changed by using the word sometime. Because the word sometimes and sometime, there are differences. Because of the meaning of the differences of the sentence of sometime and sometimes, the second option B is incorrect. So we don't need to look at the other options. Now look at the third sentence. In the case of third sentence, here we have just changed the word factious, and it is very true. Factious, the word is an adjective, the noun of which is faction. The word faction is quite common to us, we know it. We say there are a lot of factions in the committee, there are a lot of factions in our school. So that's called factions, where a group of people are there, group of team is there who have different opinions, different ideas, dissenting thoughts. So that's the faction. So if you see India, a lot of political parties are there, a number of political parties, and they have opposing ideas, opposing views. So that's why some people, they call it India is a factious country, a country related to a factions. So the option 3, that's why it is correct. In case of option 4, the sentence has been made totally irrelevant by using the word fictitious. Fictitious is the word, if you know, if you see the movie, any movie, there is a caption comes at the bottom of the movie that all the characters are fictitious. Don't try to imitate it. Can you remember Hrithik Roshan making a stunt with a bike? The dangerous stunt is taken. So now at the bottom of that ad, it is written that all the characters, all the things are fictitious. So don't imitate it. So means it is imaginary, it's something. And that's why it's incorrect. Imaginary, this is a word that does not fit here. Now if you see the original sentence where the word factitious has been used, factitious is the word. So original sentence, the word factitious has been used, and that is also incorrect, in the sense that the word means that artificially created and manufactured. So suppose you would like to go to school every day, but one particular day you don't like to go to school. You are trying to find an excuse. So you are acting that you have an illness. So that is called factitious illness. So though you are not ill, but you are trying to pretend that you are not well. That is called factitious. Another perfect example for the word factitious can be the lot of people in India who are residing in India has a factitious identity by wrongfully created an Aadhaar card, PAN card, all these identity cards. So that is a factitious identity. It is artificially created. So that is the word factitious. So this word factitious no way can make our sentence correct. That's why it is again wrong. So that's why the option C is correct. Now let's go to our next question. Here the pattern is the same. We'll have to find out what is the correct option. The option is B. Now comes to the mind why B is the correct option. Let's see the explanation. Please mind it, recruit is such a word that can be used as verb as well as noun. In our case, it is a noun, where the word recruit means a new member hired into a group or inducted into a group, organization, or the like, whether military, whether company, whatever it is. So recruit means a new member. So you cannot write already a new member, again you cannot add that adjective new in the sentence. And that's why it's incorrect. We'll have to drop the word new. The same explanation goes for the word recruit when it is used as a verb. So in the case of first one, we have used recruited. Again we have used the word newly. That's why it is incorrect. Option B is correct, that I have explained. Now option C, why it's incorrect? Because of the tense. All the thing is in the present tense, but the option C is in the past indefinite tense. That's why it's incorrect. Now the option 4, though the particular sentence is correct, there's nothing wrong with the sentence. But the problem here is that if you see the parallelism of the sentence before and after and, that's the problem here. So when we say Surya is new in the team, it doesn't give a clear indication whether he is the already a member with the company but with a different team, or he is a new person in the team as well as in the company. So that is not clear from this particular sentence. So it may happen that Surya was on the team or was in the company but with team B. Now he is with the team A. So this is option 1. It can be. Option 2 can be Surya has just joined the company, and after joining the company he has joined A, not team B. So that's two connotations. So if you see the parallelism of the sentence, then the option D is incorrect. That's why. It's clear? Now let's move to the next one. The third one. The recently, last month, a horrific incident struck in Palghar district of Mumbai, Maharashtra especially, where 3 persons were mercilessly killed by the local mobs on the suspicion of theft. Keeping that in mind, I have written this sentence. So those 3 persons are traveling in the car at night, and the local people over there thought that they are the organ harvesters and child trafficker. This suspicion, these rumors led to the killing of these 3 persons. So this is the background of the sentence. So now we'll have to tell me which is the correct option. I've given you the background so that you can think the sentence correctly. In this case, the option is B. So let's see, bisect all the options and try to find out the solution here. The first, let's understand this. As you may be aware of, there are 3 clauses: noun, adjective and adverb. Okay, so whether or not the rumours are true, this part of the sentence is a noun clause, and always keep it in mind, just memorize it. After a noun clause, generally it will be a singular noun. So this is the rule number 1. So whether or not the rumours are true is a noun clause. After that, the verb will be used as singular. I have given another example of that. Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose was very brave is known to all. To show the after the noun clause, generally you will have to put a singular noun. So this is rule number 1, the thumbs rule 1. So by default, our option A is incorrect, because after the noun clause we have used the word are. Whether or not the rumours are true are beside the point of lynching. So we don't look to find out any other options, because that is the wrong in the sentence. So we'll have to immediately strike it out. Now comes the option 2. In case of option 2, now after noun clause we have used is. That's correct. Up to that it's all fine. Then comes the other point. Here just another important thing. B beside the point is an idiom. So that means not connected with the topic. So as B beside the point is an idiom, So it always would be the same form. So that's why beside the point it makes the sentence correct. So from all aspects, option B is correct. Now comes to the option third. Option third, I don't like to look at any other option. If I don't know, suppose we don't know that B beside the point is an idiom, still that's fine. Option 3 is incorrect because again after noun clause we have used are. That's why it is incorrect. Now option 4 is incorrect because we have used besides in the sentence, because it is an idiom beside the point, so we cannot use anything else. So that makes the sentence wrong. So in this respect, just I would like to highlight one thing. Beside and besides are the words where beside can be used as preposition as well as adverb. Besides is also the word which can be used as preposition as well as adverb. If you go to the dictionary, you will find all those usages. But always remember that no exam try to test your all the meanings of a particular word. The run is a word which may have more than 15 usages, different usages. That's not important generally. Generally, we'll have to see which is the common usage, what is the most times the words are used in the day-to-day lives. Either newspaper, magazine, like that. You cannot just go to the dictionary and pick up the words and that particular meaning. That's not the purpose. So in this case as well, though beside and besides can be both preposition adverb, but always remember generally beside is a word which is most usually found as a preposition, which means next to me. Like the laptop is just next to me, he is sitting just next to me. So that case beside is used as a preposition. And besides, though it can be used a preposition, but its most usage is found in case of an adverb, which means apart from, in addition to. For what can be the example for that? Suppose in India, the corona crisis has impacted a lot, but still political parties are blaming each other for this. So this is not the right time to discuss over politics. Rather, everybody should work together. So if we would like to put it with the word beside, so the correct example can be political differences besides, comma. Everybody should work together to tackle the current crisis. So that is the word of besides. So this is the most usually pattern. So don't look for the other usages. So generally this is the pattern. So in exam most of the times, 95% times you will find this is the way it is being asked. Rather than you besides has been used as a preposition and beside has been used as adverb and making it confused. So generally it doesn't come that way. So that's just the clue I wanted to give you to. Now let's summary all our lesson. So what I have found that sentence correction is an important part, and every sentence has two parts, subject plus predicate. And when we have to correct, add subject plus predicate means we'll have to follow some rule. This rule is nothing but the grammar. If you would like to add 3 plus 2 5, so you have to follow some rule. In mathematics, the same way in English you have to follow the rule. The rule is called grammar. When you have to connect these two parts, you have to follow the grammar. So you have to learn grammar. Now comes subject. Now let's analyze each part of the formula. The subject is a function of word, means subject again depending on word. The same way, predicate also is a function of word, mean it consists of a lot of words. So what then we can infer out of this? Out of this we can infer sentence is a function of vocabulary and grammar. So if you can learn both of them together and marry off them, then we don't need to worry about sentence correction. And mind it, if we find the resonance correct, this is applicable not only sentence correction, even in the fill in the blanks or writing a good sentence, writing an essay, everywhere it can find a relevance. That's it with this. That is the wrap of the show. Thank you very much.